Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, me, JASMIN SOFEA, AISYAH UMAIRAH, MAISARAH AISYAH, and IRDINA SEPHIA will be representing about the World Refugee Day.
But before that, let's look at our poster.
We decided to talk about Rohingya refugee. The Rohingya refugee crisis is caused by the Rohingya people having long faced violence and discrimination in Myanmar. Armed conflict escalated in August 2017 in Rakhine State, causing Rohingya to flee to nearby Bangladesh. They also went to Malaysia.
Okay, so the next point is we can welcome them by treating them well. Examples like we can help them by finding the shelters that provides protection from the local environment. Other than that, we also can give them some food and water so they wouldn't get hungry when they are staying at their shelter. Lastly, we can donate some clothes that we didn't wear anymore but still in a good condition. By helping and treating them well, they will be much comfortable with us.
So, how can we make Rohingya or refugee feel comfortable with our country? So first, we can teach them our culture, we can teach them our tradition, and we can also teach them our language. So basically, why do we do this? To make them feel comfortable. First, if we teach them our language, it will make us easier to speak with the refugee itself. So it can settle lots of things and it can completely avoid misunderstanding. Next, we have tradition and culture. As you know, living in Malaysia means that we are living with so many races. We have Malay, Chinese, and also Indian. This means that Malaysian people can really unite with other people. So by telling them this, they can make us feel united with us, like how we unite with another races. So yes, like traditional food, we can introduce that to them. Like we can introduce roti chana, we can introduce nasi lemak, we can also introduce mi goreng mama, which is that all people love it, right? Like when you go to mama, you will order, uncle, I want mi goreng mama. It's very significant. So by telling them this, it can make them feel very comfortable with us. That's all from my part, which is how to make Rohingya or refugee feel comfortable with us.
Okay, so for the next point is activities that we can do to help them feel more comfortable. Activities can make them feel more relaxed and the tension will be less, and yeah, they will be feel more welcomed to our country. There's so many activities actually that we can do to help them feel welcomed and feel more comfortable with our country. But yeah, this is our main activities in order for them to feel more comfortable. Okay, so for the first activity is bring them for sightseeing around the country. For example, like we can bring them to places that is popular. For example, like Kuala Lumpur, like KLCC, or some of the very popular beaches, or some of the cities, or maybe countryside, because you know our countryside is very, very beautiful. So you know, maybe by seeing those beautiful places, seeing those very popular places, maybe you know they can feel more appreciated because they're going to live in this country, you know. Okay, so for the second activity that we can do is show them our daily routine as a teenager. Well, of course, as a teenager, because we are teenagers, okay? So, why do we show our daily routine? Well, because, you know, if you're, like, in a country, you must not know what to do, because, like, you're in a culture shock. Like, suddenly you just go to the country, and you don't know anything about the country. What's everyone doing right now? And you're just like, what am I gonna do? So of course, by showing our daily routine, they can, you know, because they have to live in the country for a time being. So of course they have to adapt to the situation and also to the environment. So showing our daily routine as a teenager can help them feel more comfortable and also can feel like, okay, so this is how they live, okay. And what I mean by showing our daily routine as a teenager is like how we just every day woke up in our bed and go to school, like at what time, and then like how many hours do we have to go to school, like, and then what do we do after school at night, what should we do. There's some students who will continue to study even after school, or there's some students who do some homework, and then not just like weekdays, or not just like show them your school life. It's boring, of course. So like weekend also, like there's some teenagers who will hang out with their friends, or there's some just socialize by themselves inside of their bed, and then scroll some social media and stuff. And maybe by seeing our daily routine, they can be like, see, it's not very hard, but of course living as a teenager is not like as very perfect as it seems, like just like what I said just now. So by like show them our daily routine, we should not like show them 100% realistic, but also not 100% faking our daily routine, because that will make it more like, if we put it too realistic, it will make them feel more scared. So sometimes we have to just show them that we actually enjoy living as a teenager, and not to make them scared. So yeah, like I said before, there's literally so many activities that we can do. That's like the main activities that we can do. That's all the presentation from my group. I hope that you get what we're trying to convey and what we're trying to elaborate in this video. So thank you so much for listening. Bye.